What are schools looking for in a good essay? Of course, everybody wants to write a great essay for their school, but it's hard to know what your school thinks is a great essay. The first thing to know when you start to write is that nobody is expecting Shakespeare.
Jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild.
They know that you'll have only a short time to write and that everybody will be turning in just a rough draft. So what is your school looking for? Well, every school is different, but there are a few basic things you should know before you start writing on test day. The first and most important thing that your readers will be looking for is to see that you can organize your ideas well in writing. This means it's a good idea to take 1 or 2 minutes to write a strong outline of your essay before you start writing. Be sure that there's one idea per paragraph, and the idea in each paragraph should flow smoothly into the idea in the next. And be sure to leave time to write a strong conclusion to your essay. Leaving your reader with a strong last impression will go a long way towards helping you. The second thing that most schools are looking for in your writing will be to get to know you a little bit. There's no need to try to be anything you're not. Schools are looking for all sorts of students. They like diversity. If you're the quiet, reserved type, that's fine with them, and it's okay for your essay to reflect that. If you're a more energetic, vivacious type, well, that's fine too. Let your essay reflect that. Let your personality come through. Don't feel like you need to be extra formal and start pulling out all the big words to impress your school. And one more note, if you're an international student and English is not your first language, your schools will be paying attention to see if you can communicate easily in English. That makes it especially important to learn to write in such a way that your personality shines easily through. Being too formal and stiff and trying too hard to use all the biggest words you know can look on paper like you're not comfortable with English. Have at least a little bit of fun with this. It's a pretty good bet that if what you're writing is interesting to you, then it will probably be interesting to your reader too. Now, as you're writing, be sure to keep an eye on the clock. Like we said, a solid conclusion is extremely important to your essay. The last impression your reader has of you should be spectacular. We had one student who forgot to watch the clock, had to stop writing in the middle of a supporting paragraph, and turned in her essay with no conclusion at all. Her essay was great until then, but it had no strong ending. Imagine your favorite movie. It probably had a really great ending, right? Now imagine watching your movie with the last 10 minutes cut off. Not so great, right? Well, that's what your reader will think too. If you find you're running short on time, you'll probably have a better essay if you cut your supporting paragraph short and use that time to write a great conclusion. Also, as you practice your timing, get in the habit of leaving a minute or two at the end to proofread your work. If you wind up with 1 or 2 mistakes, that's nothing to worry about too much. Like we said, they know you're turning in a first draft and they don't expect perfection. But you don't want it to look sloppy either, or like you didn't care. So how will you know how to deal with the surprises of the writing section? How can you possibly know what you'll write if you don't know the prompt you'll be facing? Practice. Try out some sample prompts, just using the writing method you've been taught in class, and give yourself the same time period that your test gives you. If you run out of practice prompts, you can make up your own. You can make up prompts from pictures or paintings. You can make up prompts from stories you see on TV, the internet, or a newspaper. You can make up a prompt from interesting sentences in any book that you read. And on days when you don't have time for a full timed writing sample, just make up a prompt and write an outline. Practicing writing outlines is a great, quick way to get ready for the writing section of the test. When you get good at this, you can come up with a prompt and write an outline for it in less than 5 minutes. Do this a lot, you'll get good at responding to just about any topic with well-organized ideas, and still let who you are shine through brilliantly. And practice will help you relax on test day. And relaxed writers put much better material on paper than worried ones. Nice work.